Hi. Oh, what a great start to that. Hey, what's up? It's me, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Talk4Ten. You're probably like, dude, Talk4Ten hasn't been out since, oh, I don't know, months ago. Well, guess what? Maybe I decided to take the summer off. I have some pretty good reasons as to why I didn't upload, though. One, it's the summer. Let me live my life, damn it. I did things. I had fun. I did stuff. Also, every time I did try to record, because it was summer and hot, and I normally record in my car because it's kind of the best sounds, my phone would literally get too hot. It would be like, temperature too high, must shut down, and then the phone would shut off, and then I was like, well, I can't, that's like, I can't record again, you know, because these Talk4Tens are kind of just like stream of consciousness. I don't plan these. And so once I do my like 8-minute chunk, I've said the things that I wanted to say, and I don't want to re-record it because then it doesn't feel authentic, and it doesn't feel, it just feels weird. And I also don't want to then do a separate like 2-minute chunk after, because then it's not the 10-minute straight thing, you know? So I did actually try to record a couple, and my phone got too hot, and then I was like, whatever. But anyway, hi, I'm back. It's today. It's September. Let's see. It's like 12 degrees outside, which I'm not that mad about. I'm hoping that we have another stint of like some nice weather, mostly because I just put a tree in the ground and I want to make sure it doesn't get too sad. But anyways, let's see. I haven't talked to you guys since before I even went to Alberta, and I went to Alberta in like May/June. So it's been a hot minute. Let me see if I can just speed run some life updates and some stuff. So let's see. I talked to you guys a while ago. I went to Alberta. So I went to Alberta with my mom. Very cool. We went to visit my aunt and uncle in Edmonton. And then while we were there, we went camping in Pier Grey, which was very beautiful, very pretty. The lake is gorgeous. You can kind of see some mountains, like just a little bit. It's not close to the mountains, but at a certain part of the lake, you can see the little mountains in the background. So it's pretty cool. The weather was super weird because, you know when you get a thunderstorm and it hails, it usually hails for like a minute and then it just pours rain the rest of the time. It's like a flash hail kind of thing. Twice on our trip, we got sustained hail. So the very first night we were there, hailed for like 10 minutes. And I timed it because I was like, this is kind of crazy. I timed it. 10 minutes of hail. So that's a little insane. And then our campsite was like covered in like styrofoam sized pellets of ice. And it made it very cold. And I will say that for camping in June, I did not plan on bringing my winter clothing. So I was like kind of chilly, but it's fine. Then it melted. And then the second last day, or like the last night we were there, it hailed for 45 minutes. 45 straight minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but that's kind of weird. Okay. And I was there with, like, again, my family that's from Alberta. Even they said, you know, I've never seen hail last this long. It's usually a couple minutes and it's gone. Nope, just kidding. 45 minutes. Again, I timed it because that was crazy. And I have lots of really cool videos of it. It's very cool. So, yeah, Alberta was beautiful. I got to see my family. I like my Albertian crew. Lots of dogs, played games, hung out. Oh, when I was there, it was during the Stanley Cup, which I'm not really a sports watching person, but I'm not against it. You know, I like, to each their own, watch whatever you want. And if I'm with people and a thing that they enjoy is happening, I'm happy to take part in that thing that brings them joy. Like, I'm not going to judge them and say, oh, this sucks. Like, whatever you're doing, I will happily take part in, whatever it is. So the Stanley Cup was happening, and of course I was in Edmonton, and the Oilers were at the end. When I got there, they had already lost 3 games in a row, and so we essentially just planned for the 4th game to be crap, and then we'd go on about our days. Well, just kidding, they won. So that's crazy. So my mom and I like to think that it's because we were in Edmonton that they won. Of course, they're a great team. They don't need, it's just hippy-dippy-doo, you know, whatever. But then they won 3 games in a row while we were there. And then they lost the last one after we went back home. So I just think that's very funny. So I think this year I might actually watch hockey. I think of all the sports, I do enjoy watching hockey the most. But I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, I used to go to see the Peterborough Petes, because that's kind of the, like, more local people. My grandfather got us season tickets. I think I was like 10. I don't know. And we saw every game, and I loved it. So much fun. I loved being there. I loved, like, they play the music. I loved the Wacky Willie in the corner. I learned all their names. I learned all the rules. I had favorite players. Like, I was in. And then we went the next year, because, of course, my grandfather was like, oh, well, you loved it. We might as well go back. When I tell you the devastation that I felt when my favorite team members were drafted to another team, we didn't go back. I went to see 2 games and I went, nope, you know what? I feel abandoned and betrayed and I don't like this anymore. And so I stopped watching sports because I got attached to the players and I didn't like that they left. But, you know, now that I'm like 32, maybe I can get over that and actually enjoy something. So I think that this season I'll watch hockey, because why not? I need something to do in the wintertime. I need something to look forward to. My mom watches hockey. Why not? So I think, you know, of course, classic, I'll have to be Maple Leafs because it's Toronto. And then Oilers can be my second. And they're allowed because my mom was born in Edmonton and my other family's in Edmonton. So I have a background. I can do that. So yeah, anyway, I went to Alberta, did a bunch of stuff. That was cool. I also bought a house and moved. So I did buy my grandma's house, which is really cool because she lived there for like 20 years. Grandma's still alive, so it's all good. She's just in a retirement home because she needs more care. And so the family, nobody else needed it or wanted to buy it. And as the youngest in this part of town, I was like, yo, I'll try to buy it. So I bought it. Not as simple as it sounds. You know, I had a little bit of help, but it's interesting being a homeowner. I've already had to fix a few things and I have found some interesting quirks in that house. So that's cool. But yeah, so I bought a house and basically the summer was just working summer camp at work, which was absolutely insane because somebody retired right before camp started. And so it was a whole thing, but we made it work. We did it and we did a good job. And yeah, and then I moved. So the summer has been a real blur. Not a whole lot to actually update you on just because it's mostly been moving in a house. Also, my kid started university this week. So that's very exciting and I hope she has fun and I hope that it's a great time and I look forward to hearing about it. And I'm actually secretly thrilled that she's not leaving town because I think that if she moved to go to school like the original plan was, sure, maybe I'd be pumped for like 2 weeks to be like, oh, making less food or driving less places or like whatever. I don't know. And then I would probably be really, really upset. So I'm actually glad that she's not leaving yet. I got a couple more years until I have to deal with more empty nests. So that's a thing. But yeah, let's see what else. I did axe throwing all through the summer. I love axe throwing. It's become an obsession. And the new season actually starts in like 2 days from now. So if you're an axe throwing person, I'll see you on Tuesday in Red League. Woohoo! Yeah, I have my own axes now. I have my regular axe, my big axe, and a clutch axe. So I have 3 of them. I got 3 axes just for myself for this one thing that I do. So it's great. And I also looked up all the specs to build my own target in my new yard. So, you know, it's actually my yard. It's a corner lot, so I don't really have a backyard, but I know I can hide it next to the shed. I think it'll be okay. So I got that. Let's see what else. I went camping with my friends and I got to play D&D in person with my friends last week. That was really fun. But yeah, I'm kind of just like, I hope we still get a little bit of warm weather, but I'm looking forward to September. I'm looking forward to fall, looking forward to soup and bread season. You know, like autumn is kind of my like cozy season. I really, really love it. And yeah, that's kind of it, honestly. Pretty solid, like almost 10-minute update here. I'm almost there. So thank you for sticking it out and thanks for listening. And I'll see you next time for another update. I'll probably get back to doing this more regularly now that the summer's over and that my phone won't just overheat when I try to record. So I made it through an entire 10-minute session without my phone dying. Woohoo! But yeah, okay. Thanks for listening. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.